Dr. Jones here, ready to diagnose your plant problems. First patient?
Hi. I'm here with my plant. I've got this Brazilian philodendron, and it's just really long, and my cat's chewing on it, and she's so stretchy.
So stretchy. Well, I have heard of this before. Usually plants stretch when they're not getting enough light.
Oh.
They're going to stretch towards the light, longer internode length.
Okay.
A longer length in between leaves, which creates a stretched appearance.
What do I do now?
What I think we're going to have to do is cut it off.
Really?
Yes.
It's gonna be okay?
It'll be
I really
fine.
love this plant.
I think we can do that today here in your visit.
It's gonna be okay.
Philodendron and pothos, the trailing varieties, are able to withstand a hardy pruning.
Oh.
And I think it's okay to do it, any time of year. And when you prune things back, it releases these buds that occur at the internodes, making them fuller and fluffier.
Oh.
Plus, if this is getting out of control, philodendrons can be toxic to our furry friends. So you really don't want Miss Kitty chewing on the leaves.
Yeah.
So we'll just give old Philly here a trim.
Oh my gosh. She feels better already. I think that we're gonna make it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
No copay today.
Oh, great.
Next patient, please. What do you got for me?
Well, I bought this ZZ plant. It's a raven ZZ.
All right.
And the reason I bought it is because it's so beautiful in that kind of black color. But
You're
now
known for
look,
that?
it's green. It's coming out green now.
I know.
Can you fix that?
Let me take a listen. Yes, it's just as I expected. It's putting on new growth, which is a great thing. That means you're taking really good care of your ZZ plant. New growth on ZZ plants is going to be green, and the pigments that make the leaves that nice dark purpley black color are actually called anthocyanins. Now, anthocyanins only show up in response to light. So once this new growth is established and it gets a little sun on its face, it will gradually turn that darker, beautiful color
Oh, cool.
as a result of those anthocyanins coming through. Kind of like freckles.
Oh, that's really cool. So another thing is, I'm not sure how much more new growth I can get because it's just so solid.
Yeah. ZZ plants do like to be pot bound,
Oh, yeah.
tied in their pot. They're rather slow growing and, don't need a lot of water. So you don't want a lot of excess soil on the roots, which will hold water against the roots, which could create kind of a experience for root rot. You're at the point here where when the pot is bulging, it is time to step it up to the next size. And when we repot plants, we just go up to the next size. So I would recommend a 12-inch pot.
Oh,
And I actually have
see.
a prescription for you here. Just hold on.
Oh.
So I'm going to prescribe you a 12-inch pot.
Oh, yeah.
And then also one of my favorite potting soils for all-purpose use, but it'll be also great for your ZZ. This is Soul Soil's Houseplant Chunky Mix. It has great aeration and drainage, which is really important for the ZZ, as it really only needs to be watered about once a month.
Oh, okay.
All right?
That almost looks like cereal.
It's not. Don't eat it. Use as directed.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you, doctor.
You're welcome. Happy I could help. Next patient, please.
Hello, doctor.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Well, I bought this beautiful monstera, and I always see them with just these beautiful big holes in the leaves, but
Yeah.
mine doesn't have any.
Yours doesn't have any yet. What you have here is a monstera Thai constellation exhibiting the juvenile morphology of the leaves. As this plant ages, the leaves will expand and get bigger, resulting in those beautiful fenestrations that we all know and love so much.
Fenestrations?
Fenestrations. Actually, I'm going to bring in my physician's assistant here to help us understand what the fenestrations are for. Physician's assistant? Hi. Well, it looks like we have a case of juvenile leaf form here. Come closer. I just wanted to kind of dig a little deeper so we understand what the purpose of fenestrations are and why they occur.
So the fenestrations are to create holes through the leaves so that everything on the bottom under the canopy still gets sun. It also helps with crazy winds and tropical weather so your leaves don't get all ripped up and they stay beautiful.
Wow. Thank you both. I'm so excited.
Hi, doctor. I have this Christmas tree, but it's no longer the holiday season. And I've always thought an indoor citrus plant would be so cool, but it just doesn't seem to be doing well.
Okay, son. First thing you need to know is citrus need really bright light to succeed in the house.
Really?
Yeah, imagine where they come from. Florida, the land of sunshine and unicorns.
I guess they do call it the citrus belt, don't they?
The citrus state? Anyway, let me take a look. Okay, yep. So we just have insufficient light in the home, so I'm going to suggest moving it to a southern facing window, the brightest light possible, so we can see the sky all day long. As your citrus plant starts to show signs of fresh new growth, I'm going to recommend adding some citrus tone, which is a great organic, gentle way to fertilize citrus plants. You can just sprinkle that on the top of the soil. Follow the directions on the packaging. Citrus are going to like a more acidic fertilizer, and this has a lot of the yummy organic good stuff that is specific to citrus plants.
Nice. Here, let me see that.
Okay. And one more thing, I do have a pamphlet for you. Now this infographic here is all of pests and diseases that are very common to indoor plants. So that'll just be a great reference for you as you're caring for your citrus plant over the coming months and years.
Let me see that. Doctor, you have been so helpful. I appreciate this.
Next patient, please. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm a little stressed. So this is my favorite plant. It was beautiful for a while and now it just kind of flopped over like a lymph noodle and I don't know what to do.
It looks like it has lymph noodleitis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen this before, but you know what? We can cure it. This is the philodendron hastratum silver sword. And these guys are a type of either crawling or climbing philodendron. Are you familiar? Yeah, so this one's really going to benefit from staking it on a moss pole. So let me see what I have here in my cupboard. This moss pole is going to be the perfect remedy for what you're experiencing here. What I'm going to want you to do is just repot it into about the same size pot because I don't think that root structure is requiring greater soil volume.
Okay.
You're going to plant it with this moss pole and then gently train it up the pole. And if you do have it in a bright window, it's going to straighten right out and attach to this pole, and it's really going to benefit from that extra support.
Wow. That's amazing.
How
Hi,
are you
doctor.
today? It's been a couple months since I've seen you.
It has. I thought I was doing well, but now I'm thinking my soil is a little crusty and dry. I'm just feeling like this plant needs something, some sort of nice boost. The soil's kind of receding. I don't know what to do.
Soil is kind of the lifeblood of plants, and I'm glad you brought your plant in today. This philodendron lickety split is really going to benefit from just a little added organic matter and nutrients to the soil. And while we generally say, you know, don't repot in the winter, that's kind of an old wives' tale, and we support repotting nearly any time of year. But if your soil is just getting a little crusty, dusty, and musty, I have a solution for you. Here, I'm going to write you a prescription. Just let me check and see what I have in my cupboard.
Okay.
First of all, what I love to add to soil that's experiencing this ailment is actually earthworm castings. Now, these are just a natural product. If you can add them to the top layer of soil and kind of work it in, it's going to add some really nice nutrients and benefit the soil greatly. So that's one option.
I think my insurance will cover this.
Yeah, I think that's covered by most insurance. We also have our clinical trial going, and it's this new product from Soul Soils. It's called Soil Salvation. It's just the perfect formulation to refresh that soil. You can use it about 4 times per year. I would do about a tablespoon to the top of the soil, water it in.
Okay.
Are you willing to participate?
It makes me nervous.
You know, we've seen really great results.
Okay.
So far, it is new to the market, and it's definitely Tonkadale approved. So I feel really comfortable with you giving it a go.
Then I trust it. Thank you.
All right. Well, good luck. I'll see you back here in a couple months for a checkup.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. At Tonkadale, the doctor is always in. We're happy to help diagnose your plant problems, pests, even diseases.